Ayy, when the chips down, I smoke and I laugh. Woke up broke, went to sleep with a bag. Praying on my downfall, hoping that I crash. Woke up broke, went to sleep with a bag. When the chips down, I smoke and I laugh. Woke up.
What high school you went to?
Panorama.
Okay.
Well, I went to Fulton and then I graduated from Panorama.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how I met Buller.
Word. Shit, no, I got bussed out to the West Valley. I was in Chatsworth. I played football there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like, you know how that go.
I feel you on
All
that.
the kids from Pacoima was going to like Taft, Chatsworth, Cleveland. Let me scoot up.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Let You Tell It podcast. I'm your host, Caesar. With me, man, we got I gotta give you your flowers right now. We got an 818 legend in the building with me today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Man, what's the deal? Valley side be the only side. It's your boy Vaughny Ocho coming straight up out the 818. Right now we up at CSUN, doing it big.
That's what's up, man. Thank you for coming on the pod with me, man. I appreciate it.
Oh,
bro.
hell yeah, man. Anything that's putting on for the 8, I'm here for it.
Good looking out. All right, so like you said, we're in CSUN right now, Cal State University Northridge. Why this spot?
Man,
For filming.
This is like the mecca of when I first started like kind of getting into the whole 818 culture and entertainment. We used to come up here. I was a party promoter before I was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So
This was a spot then to be.
yeah, and all the girls was up here and with clothes, you get to kind of see what people was rocking.
Yeah.
Different people coming from different states up here. So this was kind of like the hub. You know what I mean? More than anything to kind of see what's going down in the city because I didn't get to go to CSUN. I went to Pierce. You feel me? So being up here was cool because a lot of my friends and homies and homegirls, they used to all be up here and tell me what's going down. And they used to have a big show. Like I got to see Big Sean, A$AP Ferg, B.O.B. It's a whole lot of list of big artists that
they still do that to this day too. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. CSUN, it happened I think every October, right by Halloween. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
it's like when the new semester starts, something like that. Yeah.
It's when the new semester kick in, they always do the big show. So, when you was asking me what was special to me, it took me a while because I was gonna meet you in Pacoima. You feel me?
Yeah. He had 2 spots already, and he's all like, you know what? Let me really think about it. And I was all like, for sure, just take your time. And then he said CSUN. I was gonna text him why? I was like, nope, gotta save that question for the pod. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. CSUN is definitely the mecca of kind of how I got my start as far as making a name for myself with fashion and music.
I feel you on that. All right, so let's take it back, to the beginning.
Yeah.
Growing up in the Valley, what city did you grow up in?
Man, I'm from Pacoima, California. You feel me? And
born and raised?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I was born. You feel me? At Cedar Sinai. You know what I'm saying? But I moved. My parents, they first moved to the west, I want to say Van Nuys,
Mm-hmm.
Off Van Owen, closer to Haskell.
Yeah.
But when the earthquake hit, we was in our apartment in Van Nuys. We moved to Pacoima, and I was there forever, basically.
I feel you.
And played sports, at Lakeview Terrace Rec, El Carrizo Park. I was a Golden Valley Bear. You know what I'm saying? So. San Fernando Park, I used to play basketball there too. Before the pool and shit too, you feel me? So, yeah, growing up in the Valley, I was mainly an East Valley kid. But the West Valley was kind of where all the fun was,
exactly,
you know what I mean? East Valley was a lot of families that moved to the Valley back in the 60s and the 70s. Mm-hmm. And the West Valley was more people who was coming up on a little bit of money and they was trying to, move a little more out.
Moving on up, to the east side.
There you go. Yeah, bro. Especially the East Valley got a lot of culture. I grew up down the street from Richie Valens Park. So, well, with that type of history, I always think about that.
I feel you on that. So growing up, what elementary what elementary did you attend?
Well, I went to Calvary Christian. It was in Pacoima. It was an all-black Christian school kind of, and my mom had me going from 1st grade to 3rd grade. I used to go to Loyola Marymount Magnet. She used to try to bus me out to LA every day.
Damn.
But I was a 6-year-old kid, and I used to have to get up at 5 and be at the bus at 6:10 and shit. And you know, it was by the airport. So after about 2 years of that, I was like, man,
I'm
fuck
done. Yeah, fuck all that.
And I used to get dropped off at Gridley, Gridley Elementary. Like, it's like borderline like Silmar, San Fernando and shit. So, you know, man, growing up over there, and then I went to junior high in Lawrence. My best friend, he stayed in Lakeview Terrace, and his moms used to work in Winnetka.
Oh, okay.
So she let us use the address to let me go over there.
That's what's up. Yeah. I've had to do that a couple times, you know.
Come on, man. That's back in the LAUSD days.
Yeah, I had to, like, you know, I wanted to go to certain elementary or middle school. I had to use like somebody else's address, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it was weird because on the street I grew up on, if you lived on the left side, you went to Vista Middle School. If you grew up on the right side, you went to Fulton.
Right.
Even though it's the same fucking street.
It's two different sides.
Yeah, I was just all like, wow, like that's fucking insane.
Nah, it's definitely like that. That kind of remind me of like San Fernando High School, and then you got Silmar was on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just like that. Exactly like that. All right, so what middle school did you end up attending then?
Nah, I ended up at Lawrence Middle School up in Chatsworth. I was saying that my boys,
your boys'
moms had got
address?
me up in there. You feel me? We had used the address to go to school in the West Valley because the East Valley was cool, but McClay Middle School was cracking. Like,
I feel you.
it was right by the projects. My parents wasn't having it, and they drove buses. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like they knew what was going down.
Yeah, the projects was. I mean, to this day they're still like active like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause that's like the East Upper Court. I'm from the West Upper Court.
Yeah.
I'm like Vaughn and Glen Oaks by Paxton.
Yeah, by Best Buy and all that right there, right?
Yeah, but more like where the DMV is now, like by the freeway.
Yeah.
Like Donut Park and Vaughn Street Elementary.
Mm-hmm. I feel you on that.
Yeah, I grew up right there.
How was it like growing up, like with the gang violence back then in the day? Like, how did you manage to stay like away from all that? Because you know how, you know, the Valley's known for its gangs, you know what I'm saying?
It was, man, it's like anything in California, you feel me? Like, you just got to earn your respect. You know, I had homies on both sides of it, and my dad wasn't playing that shit, you feel me? Like, so my mom and my dad, you know, they had a good strict hold on me, like, nah, you know, we ain't going down that road.
Yeah.
And, like, I remember, like, you couldn't have braids or piercings until you was 18. You feel me? Like, that was like, if you had braids, you was like a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I want to say how I moved through all of it, just sports.
Yeah,
you feel
same.
me? And, you know, I was still a fan of the culture. I was still a fan of, like, seeing, you know, the lifestyle. But at the end of the day, it was kind of one of those things, it was short-lived. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like, my dad always told me, you know, that lifestyle is the graveyard or prison. So
no, 100%.
yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
and all the hardest niggas usually don't get to survive. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, and it's always somebody tougher than you. So, I was always into like, you know, the nice cars and like the women and the good weed and the nice clothes type shit. You feel me?
When'd you start smoking?
Man, realistically, shit, I want to say like
When did you take your first hit of weed?
my first time I bought some weed, I would say like it was grad night. I was 8th grade. You feel me?
Shit!
Yeah.
What'd you guys? Six Flags?
Yeah.
Six Flags.
So the homie had sold me like a dime sack of some like Diabolical Chronic or some shit. Bro, I hit that shit out the pen, bro. That shit was, it was some good shit. It had all the little orange hairs and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, see that weed back then, you know, you smoke every once in a while. You know, it was strong.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can smoke that shit every day. You know?
It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. So then I really got in. I want to say I really got into weed kind of like my 20s, cause I used to drink. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But the drinking was cool, but I didn't like that morning feeling.
The hangover shit.
Yeah, like with weed, at least you go eat some shit. You feel
Yeah,
me?
that's what I tell a lot of people. You know, I tell a lot like they say like, oh, everybody has their poison and shit like that. I mean, me, I drink. You know, I could drink. You know, when I want to. You know, my shit is Hennessy. You know, like I fuck with Hennessy, but like
apple juice.
Yeah, nah, Hennessy and pink lemonade.
Oh, that sounds good.
Trust me on that one.
You
So,
like you ever had Hennessy and pineapple Fanta?
No.
Gas.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Gas.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Pineapple go with all the cognacs. Remy and pineapple soda and fucking
Hennessy and pineapple.
Hennessy and
Okay, I'm gonna have to
pineapple.
try that out then. Nah, but like with me, like my first hit of weed is when I was like about 12 years old.
Yup, junior high.
Yeah, I was home and it was already nighttime, and my uncle, he was a real like pothead, you know.
Yeah.
He was right there in our room. He had the window open, and he was smoking out of a potato.
Yep.
You know, he had, you know,
Or the apple.
Yeah, it was a potato or apple, you know. So then I woke up. I was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, go back to sleep." I was like, "Well, I can't. You're making all this noise, you know. Like it's like 2 a.m." And then I was just up, and he was like, "You want a hit?" And I was like, as a kid, you know, like
fuck it.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, cool. You know, I took a hit.
He like, go to your room after this.
No, we shared a room. You know, we all shared a
Yeah.
room. You know, and then I took a hit and I fell asleep. You know, like
Instantly.
Yeah, and then the next morning, his homie came over. They rolled a blunt, and then he asked me again. Oh, he told his homie, he's like, "Hey, I smoked this little fool out last night."
Man, he gonna do it again.
Yeah, he did do it again the next day. The
Did
next
you ever
morning.
Did you ever smoke some shit called Pretendo?
Nah, like when I was in in middle school and shit like that, like
Haze, orange haze.
Skywalker. Once I went to high school, that's when like the Skywalker OGs were coming out and shit like that. You know, but like in middle school, a lot of people were like smoking stress and shit.
Oh yeah, bro.
I try to stay away from that as much as I can.
Granddaddy Perp came out when I was in junior high.
Yeah.
So like I remember like, bro, that shit stank, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, like a lot of people like I said, like just smoking's my thing, you know, like
Yeah.
I just like the way like I get relaxed, you know what I'm saying? Like
Put you in that vibe, man.
yeah, you know, like with drinking, I get in that vibe too, but you know, a little too much, you know, I get my stages, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can cruise and drive when you smoke. You can't cruise and drink.
Yeah,
you
you don't give a fuck, you know,
yeah,
somehow.
turn on some music, hit in and out, you know what I'm saying? Or be in the in and out line getting blowed.
Alright, so going into high school, how was that like for you then?
Man, high school was lit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got into fashion and sneakers. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
So I remember like I got bused from the East Valley to go to Chatsworth High School, and that's like, you know, the Taft like the West Valley district was like Taft, Granada, Elko, and I used to see all these kids in these fly ass outfits. And we didn't have it like that over in the East Valley, you feel me? So I got put on to a lot of fashion, a lot of homies that was telling me like, check out a blog. What the fuck is a blog? You feel me? So got into the internet vibe, and then I started throwing parties.
Was that like MySpace era already?
Yeah, okay. So 11th grade, I started throwing them flyer parties, and like we used to sell candy to get the venues. Like I remember
the chocolate bars.
Nah, bro, I used to sell the Ghetto Bears, dude, with the Kool-Aid, you feel me?
Yeah.
What? We used to bag up like 200 of them, and me and the homies would do 2 of them, would bag them, and 2 of them would sell them. We had our little operation.
That's what's up. Hey, that's what you got to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. So we make like $1,000 a week. Everybody get $250. It was like a regular job, but it was our own operation, and that's how I got into like buying sneakers and like, you know, we paying to throw parties, and it was just. The valley was different because it was a lot of resources in the West Valley. You could do a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, parties was getting shot up in the East Valley. Like, Pacoima, Silmar, San Fernando,
to this
Van
day.
Nuys.
To this day, too.
That shit, you got, it was tricky over there. You feel me? So, it was cool. We used to party all the time in, like, Northridge, Porter Ranch, Winnetka, I want to say like Deep West Hills, Reseda sometime, depending on where it was, because Reseda get dangerous too in the West Valley.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, bro, high school was lit. I had earned the name, bro, off of throwing parties and playing sports. And then I was rapping back then, but it was like, it wasn't serious.
It was just like little freestyles for fun and shit like that, right?
Yeah, but like we was still battle rapping. Like, bro, if you want the battle, like that, we was into that. You feel me? Because I was like the battle rap era. So we got into battle rap, and yeah, bro, I had earned the name off of that too.
That's where you got Vaughny from?
Well, I got Vaughny because my real name is Stanley Vaughn.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? So like the street, Vaughn Street in Pacoima, I stayed on Vaughn. So like my whole family, when they come over, they used to always be like, "Oh, we got our own street." You feel me?
Crazy.
So a lot of people spell it VON. You know, I'm VAUGHN, and then I used to be Stanley Vaughn, and then I used to just be Vaughn. You feel me? From my rap name, and then when I rebranded 2018, I put a Y, and I was like Vaughn, like Johnny. I was thinking about Johnny, so I said Vaughny. And yeah, bro, I've been rocking ever since.
What made you like start taking your rap career like more seriously?
Shit, Dom Kennedy. bruh. Like seeing.
That's it right there. Well, that's my all-time favorite. That's my him and Nip are my all-time favorite LA rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like,
I remember seeing him perform at the Key Club before it shut down. He was my first concert.
Same.
Yeah, bro.
My first concert was Dom Kennedy at the Hollywood Palladium.
Word. Okay.
That was my first ever concert.
I came to see
Get Home
him
Safely.
Okay, so that was.
But
just
I started fucking with him when I heard like my first ever song I heard from Dom Kennedy was My Type of Party.
Word.
And
okay.
I heard that after one of our school dances, and I didn't hear it from the speaker. I was outside waiting. We were all waiting for a ride, and two of my homegirls just started singing it.
Yeah.
You know how they started saying, "Yo, Frank got a cute face." Her Frank, and then I was just all like, "Hey, like that flow's cool. Like, who is that?" And that's when they put me on Dom Kennedy, and that's when I just started like looking him up. And the only reason I found out about Nip was because of Dom. Yeah.
See, like it was the opposite for me.
Oh, okay.
Like I remember he came out with Hustle in the house.
Yeah.
And like I had a lot of homies, was into the LA culture, and they was with them Crenshaw sweaters, and like if you had one of them Crenshaw sweaters, like you went to LA to go get it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like niggas had a little chip on their shoulder, like, oh yeah, I went over there to go get one. You feel me? So with Nip, I got introduced to Nip first, right? But Dom was like more my speed. You feel me? Like Nip, I became more of a fan on like the marathon. Bullets Ain't Got No Name Volume 2 was crazy. You feel
Volume
me?
3 is my all-time favorite from that one.
Volume 3 he was going crazy. But when the marathon came out, that's when like Keys to the City, you feel me, and Mr. Untouchable and that motherfucking Me Against the World.
Me Against the World,
yeah, bro. But like Dom, when I heard 1997, and he hopped out the Beamer with the Sox hat.
Yeah.
And then I used to be like a real big Fairfax head. Like,
okay.
Bro, like I remember when you used to have $1,000 fit to go to Fairfax. Like,
so you were getting like
you was getting clowned at like. It's not.
I've heard about all that shit. Like people talk about it nowadays that like how the thrift game has taken over, and like people come and like thrift clothes, but they're like back in the day, if you were caught like in this shit, you were getting clowned on. Like if you didn't have like the top gear, from Supreme or whatever, like you weren't basically allowed on.
Supreme went like during my era. Supreme wasn't even the top brand. It was Diamond Hundreds.
Yeah, the hundreds.
Like
yeah.
Supreme was tight, but like Supreme didn't get really established like in my eyes until like Future popped.
Yeah.
Like when Tyler popped, then they whole shit went stupid crazy. And then bro, like I used to be a real big fan of like just the whole Fairfax culture. Casey Veggies, he's another person that's not talked about. He was very
underrated as hell. Underrated.
Bro, he had a store, you feel me, like on Santa Monica like years ago. So like Dom was like the first person that made it look realistic. I used to see him do the store performances, sell his own merch. He had an office on Fairfax, like obsessed. Like every little move he did, I was like, man, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And his shit didn't look fake. Like it didn't look like he was trying to like try.
Yeah.
You feel me? It was like, this is how I'm living. And the Cool Kids too.
Yeah.
Bro, super influential. The Cool Kids. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, like Mikey Rocks and Chuck English.
Chuck English, yeah, for
bro,
sure.
Like, bro, like snapbacks. Like a lot of people thought it was like Chris Brown and Tyga. It was really the Cool Kids.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like Chuck and Mikey had like the motherfucking fly ass like Guess acid wash jeans with the piston snapbacks, like, and the motherfucking 85 Jordans. They Jordans from '88, like super retro. So I want to say like my style is a little bit from the '80s too.
Yeah,
because I'm a '90s baby, but like the '80s is like got a big effect on me.
Yeah.
Like just with hip hop in general. Cause like all the people that I fuck with, they was influenced by the '80s. You look at Dom, he influenced by the '80s.
Most definitely, yeah.
Nip too, So
I remember when I was in high school, I was trying to dress like Dom, like
the flannel with the motherfucking fresh T-shirt, and the big hat.
I had the Sox hat, I had the black LA hat, curved brim and all that. Like I was always trying to dress like
fresh
Dom.
ones. He had the fresh ones, the fresh flannels, or like he had that motherfucking that Kings jersey he used to always be on.
Yeah, he took that on tour with all of Get Home Safely. Yeah, he wore that all all tour dates, and then that's the same year that they won the Piston Cup. And he even said it too, like, I didn't wear this jersey for nothing. Like,
yeah,
they
bro.
gonna do something, you know.
Funny part is when I was a part of a group first, like a collective called Crooked Air.
Oh, okay.
We had opened for him back in like 2000. This is 2014. Like we was taking the bus down to Sacramento.
Holy shit!
And it was like
the Greyhound.
Nah, like we rented out. We put up our own money to get the 15 passenger van. You feel me? So that shit used to go crazy. I was like, bruh, and HBK opened up for him too. So I remember going down to Sacramento and seeing him do his thing. So yeah, bro.
Yeah. A lot of people like noticed that with me, like, cause my name on Instagram is Dope It's Caesar 818.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh,
Dope
like,
is Dom.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I had to throw the 818 in there. You know
Come
what I'm saying?
bro. Like, man, Dom is the other part of California. Like, it's a lot of niggas like him. They cool, they laid back, they get money, they a part of the LA culture, but they not on that rah-rah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I tell a lot of people, like, about that. Like, you got people that like are industry people, and then you have the in the streets people. You know what I'm saying? And it's just all like all those people like doing all that rah-rah, saying they're from LA. I was just like,
that's cool.
You know,
but that's
like,
just. But see, that's from. I feel like that's just a lack of validation.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because sometimes, like, people overdo it. They want to be overly LA, and there's nothing wrong with that. Cause I'm overly Valley.
Oh,
you feel me? So,
yeah.
But I feel like at the end of the day, it's just all about being comfortable.
What's your favorite Dom Kennedy album of all time?
Future Street Drug Sounds.
Oh, that's an underground one, right?
Yeah,
there.
and fucking original Dom Kennedy.
That's I heard that one a little after. So when I got into Dom, it's when he had From the West Side with Love 2. But then I always thought to myself, wait.
Have you heard
Why
one?
Is there a 2? Where's the 1? And I found 1 on Dat Piff.
You're right. That's how I know you. That's how I know you know.
I was all like, wait. Why is there number 2? Where's number 1? You know, I tried searching it. I couldn't until I heard about Dat Piff, went on there, and I found 1.
Yeah,
and
bro.
I was just all like, wow.
Something special, like, man, Dom had classics, bro.
Like the Yellow album. The
that
Yellow
was leading
album.
up to his classics.
Like, even to this day, people want that, like, on the streaming platform. And he said it, like, it's just going to cost too much money to get all the samples cleared off of that.
Bro, he got Kendrick on that thing. He got Ross on that thing. Too Short.
Like, that's my favorite song off the album, Don't Call Me.
Yeah,
That one is crazy. But, like...
Nah, Ben Thuggin', my shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ben Thuggin' and Gold Alpinas.
Yeah.
And that motherfucking We Ball.
Yeah, with Kendrick.
With Kendrick,
that was
bro.
crazy. Yeah, but my favorite Dom Kennedy album, I would have to say, is just Get Home Safely, because my favorite track is on there of all time is After School.
Right.
That beat is just something else on that, you know? Like, I remember my first time hearing it, I just had that track on repeat all day long. Like,
man, you got me thinking about Get Home Safely when I was 17.
Yeah. Dude, Dom Kennedy just, like, I tell everybody, like, he's underrated. Like, he's it, you know? Like,
he's definitely a piece of the West Coast that's, like, respected. He don't need all of the press, like, because if you know, you know.
Exactly.
Definitely.
What about Nip? Like, what's your favorite Nip album of all time?
Oh, Mailbox Money.
Okay.
Mailbox
that's
Money.
It right there,
Mailbox Money. He letting it be known. He telling you the game.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? And, like, that's how I knew. That motherfucker touch your spirit. You feel me? You having a hard day. You know what I'm saying?
That album front to back is just,
bro,
a classic.
Nip, I feel like went from, like, spitting to talking.
Yeah.
And, like,
and a lot of people, like, I say that too, because, like, Bullets Ain't Got No Names, all 3 volumes, he's spitting.
Yeah, he's spitting. He rapping when he first come out.
But then when it comes down to, like,
the Marathon,
Marathon and, like,
Crenshaw
and the Slauson Boys, like, he's talking on those, you know?
Yeah, well, man, Crenshaw, Crenshaw, he went heavy on that shit too, man. He talked a lot of shit on that.
That my favorite track off that one is with Dom Kennedy. Check Me Out.
Come on.
And that's when I first ever heard of Nip. Because of the Crenshaw album, because of Check Me Out. I was like, who's this? I thought that was Dom's song at first.
Nah.
And then I found out about Nip. I did all my research on Nip. I was like, damn, like, this guy's, like, insane, bro.
That $100 album was actually at Dom's store. the Just Be Cool store.
Oh, okay.
That was Dom's store where he sold it out on fucking Fairfax. So like, just shit like that. You feel me? Just that West Coast culture of like knowing, like little shit like that.
Yeah, my all-time favorite Nip and Dom song is and it's a song that not too many people know about.
She Need That?
No,
Which one?
Don't Forget Us.
Don't Forget Us.
Yeah.
Is that the one where
the chorus, it goes like, it's Dom saying, I'm just sitting right here smoking weed with my niggas. I just hope when we gone that they don't forget.
I know what you're talking about. That's a bonus track.
Yeah, and a lot of people do not know about that song, and I've put so many people on that song. They're just like, where has this song been? I was like, if you know, you know. At that point,
it's the B-side.
Yeah, you know, like I just tell everybody, like, you just gotta. With me, like, I love music. So like when I'm researching somebody, I research like everything, like their underground shit they dropped before they even had a some type of name to themselves, you know.
Facts.
You know, so that's why I tell everybody that when it comes down to music, for me, like I'm all in it, you know. Like I don't care what you say about the album, I'm listening to it from front to back.
Definitely, because I gotta hear what you're talking about.
Exactly, and I tell everybody too, like, people are like, oh, I listened to this album and these are my favorite tracks. Like, oh, did you hear this one? Nah, I skipped it. I'm like, well, Dad, you gotta think about it, like, this person's putting like his time, effort into making this album from front to back. You gotta listen to it from front to back. Yeah, the least you could do is like give the whole thing a listen. You know, like
yeah, bro.
You know you ain't doing shit at work. Just pop a headphone in. Yeah, you know.
I like listening to music at the crib when you cook. You know. What
I'm
saying?
Most
shit
definitely.
Like that, or like cleaning your sneakers. You feel me? Smoke one, get to clean your shit up.
Yeah, whenever I'm cleaning the crib, I have to have music blasting.
No doubt. Man, where does wind come from?
I know, right? Quick little breeze.
I'm like, oh.
Okay, so, you know, talking about like, you know, your influences. So you would say Dom Kennedy and Nip were like a big influence on you?
Dom, Biggie, MF Doom.
You see, not a lot of people know about Doom.
Yeah,
bro.
Doom was like, that's where I get all the art from. Like, all his album covers were super artsy. You feel me? And like, a lot of people used to like redo his shit. You feel me? Like,
I've seen so many hit ups nowadays of people writing Doom just in the letters he does, and I'm just all like,
the mask.
Yeah, the mask, exactly.
Yeah, and like, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I had a pair of MF Dooms and didn't listen to a Doom album, right? But like later on, like when I really got into like his whole culture, I was like, man, this nigga's a legend. Especially like how he constructed albums, like it was movies on wax.
Exactly. That's why I tell people, like, on some albums, like, you could just listen to it and just see what's going on in your head, you know? Like, if you're really into music like that, that's the way I see it.
Mad Villain and Food was my favorite ones.
Food is my top one.
And Victor Vaughn.
Yeah, Victor Vaughn, yeah, for sure.
He went crazy on that shit. I feel like Biggie, you know, I was a big dude, you feel me? Big dude with confidence, you gonna go with Biggie Smalls, you feel me? Don't get me wrong, I'm from the West, we love Pac. But Biggie was just more of my vibe type shit.
I feel you on that. And I tell everybody, like, you guys gotta understand, like, Biggie was like more of a gangster rapper, and Tupac was like a little bit of a, but you know, not to diss Biggie either. He was a poet too, but like, Biggie only got to put out 2 albums, and one of them came out after he passed away.
Yeah.
If you go back and look at all of Tupac's shit, like, he had mixtapes.
You know, Tupac like, made more music. I feel like Tupac, I felt like was a more in shape music artist as far as recording. Yeah. I felt like when Biggie did Ready to Die, he was trying to venture off and get Junior Mafia and like have all of that shit going. But man, Biggie was like, bro, nobody rhymes in them patterns like he do. And like how he stop on a dime of a word and how he could flip the end of a syllable. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pac was pure passion and energy. I felt like when you heard Pac riff, you knew like he was about to come at you. Like, you didn't heard the what's that, the 95 freestyle or the 94 one?
94, yeah.
Where I got 10 Mac 11s, got 38s, 99s, Mac 10s and shit. Yeah. You couldn't touch my riches, even if you had MC Hammer and them 357 bitches. Yeah. And then that nigga Pac is like, for my niggas in the pen, here we go again.
Yeah, that freestyle right there was crazy.
Hell yeah. And I want to say, shit, bro, if I could say one more influence, definitely we can't forget about Yeezy. Yeezy, you feel me? Like, I don't agree with all the shit he on now.
Yeah,
but
thank you.
But like, man, bro, he made music different.
Top Yeezy album.
My favorite Yeezy album?
Yeah.
You alive. No Kizzy. 808 and Heartbreaks was the shit.
Hey, man, that was a great album. That was a great album.
His most lyrical one to me was like Graduation was perfect.
That's my favorite. Yeah, front to back. Front to back.
Like College Dropout, like he had a lot of that was more his like Rockefeller days.
Yeah, no doubt.
So like you could hear the influence with the Rockefeller. I like Late Registration, but those was more his darker times. Mm-hmm. But like when he got the Graduation, dog, oh man. But 808 and Heartbreaks changed music.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
I was a huge Cudi fan at one point.
God damn,
Cudi was,
same, man.
Cudi was the dude, man.
Yeah.
Cudi was so crazy because like I want to say like the cool part about the blog era was you didn't have to be the best rapper. You just like the beats was a big thing though. Mm-hmm. Like you got some fly beats, man. You say some fly shit, bro. You was on. Now it's like niggas ain't even really on saying no fly shit. It's just kind of like a group of niggas putting together some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's not. I don't feel like it's the same. Like
I feel you on that. I feel like music has changed a lot lately. Some people are still trying to keep it the same, but I feel like at a certain time when we had our SoundCloud rapper era, you know, it was a lot of like mumbling and shit like I still fucked with the beats and all that, but it's just all like hip hop and music wise has like changed like drastically.
Like out of that era, there's only two people that like, well, it's three, but the two niggas I was fucking with out of that era was like Uzi and Playboy Cardi. Those was like, bro, if you wasn't Uzi or Playboy Cardi, forget about it. You feel me? Like it was other people that was in the game, you know, but like when we talking about SoundCloud, like Love is Rage, bro. That shit was huge.
Yeah,
like 8 Top? That motherfucking what's that Cardi that Magnolia?
Magnolia, I was about to say that one. Like even to this day, like Magnolia is just it's still a banger.
Niggas can't fuck with that.
Yeah, like.
But yeah, music go through its times. You feel me? Music changes. I feel like right now it's just about the artist getting back into like regular subjects. Not everybody got 50 of Mary Jeans. Mm-hmm. Not everybody got the Protect. Yeah. You feel me? Like,
no doubt.
Tell me some shit about you being broke, or tell me some shit about you had a fucked up day. Or
that's why I tell everybody that too. Like, you know, like a lot of rappers are talking about like popping champagne every night, fucking bitches and all that. And I'm just all like,
it's not realistic.
Yeah, you know, like tell me like your struggles, you know. It's like write me, like
mix them in.
Show me a movie in my head, you know, like
mix them in. You gotta mix them in. You gotta mix the good with the bad. There's nothing wrong with popping the shit, but like give me some reality too.
No
you
doubt.
know what I'm saying? Like you can say your shit, you could you can say you have 50 bitches, but like let me hear something in between that's significant.
Yeah. What do you think about like the music scene like in the Valley?
Oh man, it's on the rise, man. We got a lot of talent, bro. I feel like the Valley, the cool part about our scene is very diverse, and like everybody is like a different race. You feel me? But like you could hear our like accent and our tone. Like if you just go through certain rappers or just listen to certain shit, a lot of the streets, you'll hear a lot of the streets name. You'll hear a lot of like, you know, the Valley is a home of the SAVOG. You'll hear a lot about. You gonna hear a lot about weed. You feel me? You gonna hear a lot about fashion.
It's like Ty Dolla saying.
Yeah, and like when it come to consuming, like bro, we the number one fashion consumers out here, bro.
No doubt on that.
Like our city is 274 miles. Like when them releases come out on Fairfax, half them kids coming from over here.
Yeah.
So, you know, bro, I feel like the Valley is responsible for a lot of consumerism also. So that's why I'm so big on this market of like trying to corner it, because it's over 3 million people, 4 million people in one city.
Yeah, and that's what I've been telling everybody, you know, like the Valley is like coming up. Like I keep telling everybody like we next up, and like it's no disrespect to like all the cats out in LA and stuff like that, but we coming like chopping heads off. They
got 40 years on us.
Yeah, you know,
like they got 40 years like fucking NWA.
Yeah, exactly.
Like bruh, like they got their history already. They earned their keep. So like, it's our time to earn our keep.
Exactly, and that's why I keep telling everybody like we've been slept on way too much, and I feel like it's like I was telling Buller, like this year is just gonna be crazy for all of us.
Facts.
Like when it comes down to everything, like the rap, the music game,
the fashion,
the food,
the weed, the women,
yeah, everything. Like, you know, like,
bro, people come party in the Valley. They don't, like, nothing against LA, but like when you talking about throwing like a party, you feel me? Like they come out here.
No doubt.
Like when you talking about like the lifestyle of like riding around, smoking, having a good time, and like ain't gotta worry about your jewelry
it's
and
the
shit.
Valley.
They come into the V. Even the studio sessions, Van Nuys, NoHo, Burbank. You feel me? Like they come into the studio out here.
Yeah.
You know, so you know LA got their thing, but like we about to have ours.
No doubt.
And we've been overshadowed for a long time, but we North LA. You feel me? That's South LA.
Yeah.
We North Los Angeles. But like they don't call it that because they just be like, y'all from over there.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's why I be like, man, Valley side, the only side. Like I'm not from the west side, not from the east side, south side. I'm from the Valley side.
Yeah.
And when they ask like, what part of LA, I'm from the Valley side. Like, so they know. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, bro, just shout outs to the whole West Coast culture. Like the where you from mentality. That's what built me. Like, I'm not from over there. I'm from over here.
Yeah.
So
no
like
doubt.
I'm gonna put on for over here. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then they over there gonna respect what we doing over here.
Yeah, it's like when I go out of town, like people ask me like, "Oh, where you from?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I'm from like
The
LA."
Valley, yeah.
I tell them because like it's like Nip said, like we have our own language over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, our own thing.
So it's like when I'm out there, I tell them like, "Oh, I'm from LA, but I'm from the San Fernando Valley."
Yeah.
But when it comes down to out here, like somebody like, "Hey, where you from?" "Oh, I'm from the Valley." You know,
Right.
I'm from the 818. And
Right.
they know it right away. Like, oh, okay. Like, oh, you know this person. Like, yeah. Like, tap in with them.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole thing. But like now, it's becoming familiar.
Yeah, no
like,
doubt.
Like we getting into the media of like a lot of people who do covers for music, and our artists are starting to bleed into like these media's platforms, you know. But like the Valley on its way, man. We here, bro.
It's only a matter of time to honestly we throw our own festival. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming this year.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
This year.
Like it's just like with the event you threw last Friday. That shit was insane, bro.
Thank you, man.
Like that was like my first time hearing a lot of those artists, but hearing them, I'm just like, damn, I've been sleeping on a lot of these people.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
You know, like I'm just all like, fuck, you know, like
Yeah.
I gotta fucking
Tap in.
yeah, exactly. No, I've been tapping in with them.
No, but I'm saying tapping in with them as far as like, bro, that's why I'm real big about being hands on.
Yeah,
like,
no doubt.
I could be an internet nigga. It's nothing to be an internet nigga, but like I'd rather have impact than numbers. A lot of people got numbers and no impact.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to be like, bro, he got real impact. I could really bring people out. You feel me? I could really listen to what's going on in the city and put it together. And that's big for me because it's like at the end of the day, who's vouching? Are you really from the city?
Yeah.
Do you really tap in with the, like you gotta, just as much as you love what you do, you gotta love what they do.
No doubt. Yeah.
And then when you love what they do as well as you love what you do, it's gonna bring back a good boomerang of artists being like, hey bro, we need to care about our community, because this shit is all about building a community.
Exactly. And it's like me and Buller has said before, like the Valley gotta like put that hating shit aside, because we just gotta stick together at the end of it, bro. Like,
yeah, we gotta bring the revenue through. Don't get me wrong, I know what you mean. Like the hate gonna be there, but at the end of the day, the money's not.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna be.
I've been seeing, and it's like I've said it plenty of times. Like, there's room at the table for everybody. We can all eat at the end of the day.
We gotta build the table.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we worried about eating, but we gotta build the table together.
That's
like,
a good way. Yeah,
we barely got a stool. You know, like so for us to build our market, we need to have a table.
No doubt.
Like where everybody is able to bring their plate. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people forget the steps. You can't just have a plate full of food. you gotta have the forks, the knives, you feel me, the napkins. And so like,
yeah, putting it like that is just like, damn, opening my eyes like even more, you know what I'm saying?
bro, you giving me this opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't take nothing lightly, especially coming from the city, because I'd rather have real grassroots promotion than be a part of like some juiced up machine.
Yeah.
Where like, nigga, it look good on the internet, but at the show it's 10 people. That's not what I'm on. You feel me?
Hey, the event popped.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Popped, bro.
We running back another one. I know the 27th. Y'all got the Valley Unified.
Yeah,
you know
my boy
Richie.
Richie. Shout out my boy Richie, Valley Unified. Yeah, we running it back right there. You know, like that's gonna be a good one too.
Going up, bro, and that's what I mean. Like, we gotta build our table. We gotta put up our own money, put up our own resources, put up our do for us.
Yeah.
Cause like, ain't nobody gonna come to save us. We coming to save us.
Yeah, no doubt on that. What like influenced you to start your brand, like your clothing brand?
Well, to be honest,
I know you changed the name up, right?
Yeah, I just changed it to Valley Side A1A, man.
Yeah, I seen that.
The AHAT code, I have been doing this since 2015. As far as like, I used to go to Slauson and get like 15 hats, and I used to sell 5 and give out 10. You know, but like, I want to say the SFV was born like 2018. As far as like the socks joint, I started seeing a lot of leverage and revenue with that, and then, you know, the dude who created all my stuff works for Cookies. He like one of the head creative directors. His name Riyar Ed. So Ed drew all of this shit. You feel me? He drew that.
Yeah.
My homegirl Alyssa Minna, she did this one.
Yeah, I'm bringing her on the podcast next week too.
Yeah. So like, just tapping in as far as like the artist was out here. But what made me really want to do it was, I was already like Tumblr famous before. Like I did like clothes, like, you know, I went to war with Pink Dolphin at one time. You feel me? Over some designs and shit. Like, I was already on that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the Valley, as far as like a brand, I was influenced by this dude named Ray Brotherhood. He had the A1A barbershop. He was selling shoes.
Okay.
He was like a black entrepreneur, you feel me? He was throwing club events, and like, he had an organization in the Valley called Brotherhood. And I was like the little nigga while he was coming up, you feel me? Primitive did it too.
Yeah.
Like, they had the Valley hats. We used to go to the Red Cup barbecues and all that shit.
Yeah, I've heard about those, bro. I've heard about the Red Cup barbecue. That's when they came up with the Red Cup the Red Cup shirts.
Yeah, bro. So like, I played the background first before I did the whole Valley shit. Cause like, you know, I used to just be out a lot. So I used to always be like, man, nothing against the Dodger hat, but this ain't my city. And I remember I was in Vegas, and some girl asked me, like, you know, oh, you from LA? And I was like, oh, I'm from the Valley. She was like, oh, you ain't from LA then? And like, with that Dodger hat on. So ever since then, I was like, nah, fuck that. I kind of got on my cult shit. Yeah. I was like, I need to build a cult. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where the branding come in. That's where like going hard for what you go for. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Nip is putting on for Crenshaw, so that was like a good thing. Like, you know, Crenshaw ain't like the number one place you want to be from, but he made it the number one thing in LA,
where people wanted to come visit the store and shit like that. You know. So,
bro, with that being said, like, I really just got influenced by like seeing other people do it before I did it, and like, I'm not the first or the last. You feel me? Yeah. But the main thing is like carving out a piece of history for me. You know what I mean? As far as like how they gonna remember you. And like, I feel like the Valley didn't have a common agreement. Yeah. As far as like, you know, you got gangs, you got people saying it's rich out here, you got people saying it's this and that. But the main thing is like coming together for a common agreement. So I was like, we need a hat. We need a logo. We need some shit that's like, everybody is like, bro, that's what we pushing. You know what I'm saying? And like, everybody is, you know, pushing the propaganda of the 818. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, yeah.
But mine is like packaged with a lifestyle, as far as like, bro, I was out here throwing parties and doing shows and bringing people to the city years. You feel me? And I'm still on that. You know what I'm saying? Till this day. So that's basically just influenced by others.
Yeah, like you were saying, like your boy that created your, you know, the logo and all that. It's the same with me. Like my logo was created by Jorge Panicha, JP.
Yeah.
He was the one that created my logo. And it's crazy, like the way I got tapped in with him, you know. It's just all like, to this day, you know, me and him are still cool. We talk on a daily basis. You know, I ask him for advice all the time, you know, like especially like when I'm down and shit like that, you know. Like he always
like a mentor.
Yeah, and that's what I tell everybody. Like that's one of, because when I was researching Nip, like I said, like I do my research, I seen his photographer and I seen that it was Jorge, and I seen the pictures he was taking and how like detailed and like the story it told. And that's when I got into like JP. Like I'm just like, damn, you know, like he's Hispanic, you know, like he's and he's right there with Nip, you know, on the come up. So I saw them both on the come up, and I've always told everybody like a mentor of mine has been JP. Right. You know, even to this day, you know, like I still trip out that like I work with him, you know, like that he's created my logo, and you know, I'm like to this day I'm fucking 100% grateful for everything he's done for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
definitely, man. Man, pay your graphic designers, man. That's the big thing. And like, you know, the graphic designers run the game. If you're gonna be into the merch, the internet thing, you know, all of that is you gotta stick with your graphic designers. And like, I feel like one of my strong suits is that like I'm definitely into the art, you know, and the graffiti, all that shit. And like, you know, the Valley is a big graffiti place.
Tell me about it.
So like, that's why you see this on, you know, because that's us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even like at the event when I was filming and I had my LA hat on, you told me like, hey, bro, I know your hat costs like $100, but you mind throwing this one on? You shot me this one for free. Like, I appreciate that. And I was like, after that, I was like, you know what? I'm about to sell all my LA hats. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, because I know the motherfuckers cost, man. I'm telling you, people on my ass about coming out with the fitteds as we speak. And like, bro, I try to keep my shit economy friendly still. You know, I don't mind if I gotta charge somebody $100 for something, but it gotta be a hoodie. You know, I don't want to have to do you in for the hat. You know?
Yeah, no doubt. Like right now, I got 3 Valley brands on right now. I got yours, I got the homie Richie, and then my shirt, I have my homie Tror Retro Head.
Hell
so you know, like I've been telling like a lot of my people, like I'm gonna just
and
start.
We do fashion.
Yeah,
Valley niggas is responsible for a lot of fashion, man. I'm telling you, the hundreds, man, they went to school at Taft. You feel me? Like, bro, the Valley got history.
Exactly,
man.
And that's what a lot of people like need to like see and like, you know
understand.
What I'm saying? Yeah, you know, like it's just like I've seen your brand before. You know, I've seen it because one of my boys I went to high school with, Valley Boy Yoda.
That's my man. Valley Boy is my nigga, bro.
Yeah,
he man. I came up with Valley Boy when he was with All Hate. Shout out Paige Spills. Man, fucking, he had his whole crew, man. Like Valley Boy, man, that's my nigga. Like, bro, he got a lot of hits, bro. We definitely did a lot of music with each other, man. My nigga Valley Boy Yoda, bro. He went to Panorama.
He graduated a year before I did.
Yeah, bro. Valley Boy, man, got a lot of heart, man. Shout out to my nigga Valley Boy.
Yeah, that's how I found out about your brand. Like once he joined All Hate, and then he started like I seen the SFV, and I'm like, damn, like that shit look crazy on that, you know, like. And I remember like cause I had the podcast out, I was doing it with people, you know, shit happened, but when I was doing it, I was trying to create merch. And I wanted to do the SFV like that, but then I was like, hold up, can't do it, taken already. I can't do that, you know? And then like, you know, people were like, oh, but it's gonna like, people are gonna take it as like San Fernando. I was like, nah, because the V's right there, you know?
Bro,
like,
I go through that politic all the time, bro. I'm from Pacoima, California. That SFV on your hat, bro, that shit don't go over there, you feel me? But it's for the city, so niggas respect it. Like if you want some gangbang shit, niggas know. But like if you want some like community, nigga, I'm up in the community, like this is for us, niggas know. So like, bro, I went through a lot of them politics, you feel me? I went through a lot of that, what you got on, you feel me? And I stood on it, you know what I'm saying? Still standing on it. And like, bro, it's just about, like, even when I did the SLV, bro, the 818 was like the biggest thing to put on the clothing.
No
Valley was the biggest thing to put on the clothing. But I was like, fuck that. Like, Ice Cube and Eazy-E, they had that Sox hat and it was aggressive. and I wanted the black and white type theme. So I was like, man, fuck it, I'm rocking with the SFV. And it took me like 2 months to really perfect that logo, because like Ed did it. I had to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I had to keep, nah, this ain't the one. This ain't the one. And then
when you know it's the one, you know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. It took a while. You feel me? But man, shout outs to A18. Shout outs to SFV.
So I know you just had your drop happen today, right?
Hell yeah. Just dropped it on the website, Valleyside 818, man. Go cop
check
some
that
merch,
out,
man.
What are your plans? Or you looking into probably like getting a store one day, or like what's the plans for Valleyside 818?
Well, shit, bro. As the A-Hat Co, I had a store with Playoffs SFV, like with the vintage heads. That's another way I came up. You feel me? But
shout out Playoffs.
Man. Shout outs Playoffs, man. The next goal, bro, is drop more tapes, drop more music, drop more clothes. You feel me? And like really flood the market. You feel me? We don't have a saturated market, so we need more competition together.
No doubt.
we need to saturate it, because when you saturate the market, then it must be some money there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. LA, it's a lot of people putting money in it. That's why it's saturated, because everybody's spending their money toward it. So my goal is right now is with Valleyside 818, get a store by like September.
Nice. Okay.
You feel me? Open up another one, and then bro, just keep the music and like take the music farther. You know what I'm saying? Take the message further. Make sure that like I got a clear message, clarity, let people know what I'm about. And man, just really stick true to what the fuck I'm on.
Yeah.
You know, like don't get bothered by the outside masses, like, oh, they doing that, oh, they doing this. You feel me? Like, nah, stick with what I'm doing.
Yeah, I feel you on that. What about music-wise? Like, what can we expect coming soon?
A lot of features, man. I got a new tape called Have It All coming. I was gonna say, I actually got a session right now.
Oh yeah, we're about to wrap it up.
I got a session right now with my boy Shervin Valet. About to go over some masters. You feel me? I got my boy Nino Ave on that thing. Evan Jackson. You know what I'm saying? My homie Who Is How Fly, and like got a few other people on there. And shit, man, the main thing is like creating my own story and history.
No
you
doubt,
know, cause it ain't about what you do, it's about how you do it. So how I'm gonna do it is like apply my will. Mm-hmm. One of the rules I learned was fuck how everybody else feel, you gotta apply your will.
Yeah, that's like some shit I've been on lately. Like, like my whole life, like I let a lot of people judge me, and like the way I act, the way I talk,
have
and shit
an
like
opinion.
that. Yeah, and like now, like it's like I was telling my best friend and his wife, like, and like even like my other two homies, they've told me like, you got to start having more confidence in yourself, like, and I finally like see that now, because like like I was telling them about some shit the other day, and I was just like, you know what, I'm him, like I'm him.
You gotta tell yourself, bro. If you not your biggest cheerleader, who gonna cheerlead for you?
Yeah.
Like, bro, at the end of the day, it's all about having confidence in yourself. Man, keep God first, my nigga. Like, don't ever worry about how somebody else feel about you, because that's not none of your business. And like, bro, it's okay to have insecure moments. Just be secure in what you know you are.
Yeah.
And when you yourself, you said I'm him, bro, you declare it, the universe hears it, and then it stay.
No
you know
doubt.
what I'm saying? So, bro, just keep that first. Always know who you are and just keep that.
No doubt. Before we wrap it up, you want to go ahead and give any shout outs, anything like that?
Man, Valleyside is the only side. Shout outs to everybody in the A1A who really putting their best effort for it. You feel me? Fashion, music, entertainment, shit. If you a Uber driver, if you going to work, whatever. You feel me? Like, man, just put your best foot forward. Keep God first, man, and keep loving what you do. And Valleyside818.com, you feel me? Go cop some merch, man. Hit me on the Instagram at Valleyside818 or Vaughny Ocho 35, VAUGHNYX Ocho 35. And man, thank you for having me, bro.
No, thank you for coming on.
I'm looking forward to seeing you on the 27th.
Yeah, another thing, y'all check out. We're gonna be at Valley Unified's From the Valley for the Valley, second event, going down at the Playoffs Vintage Store in Canoga Park. Check my Instagram out for the flyer. Tap in with Valley Unified 818. My boy Richie at Dopest Richie 818. Funny, we have the same fucking names.
On God, bro.
Yeah, you know,
On
like,
God.
you know, yeah, we're gonna be there the 27th. That shit gonna be a movie, man. Like, your shit was a movie. We're doing a part 2.
Man, we're doing a
sequel.
Hey, we gonna try to do it big as we can till they hear us. You feel me?
I feel you on that.
Till bro, we get our due. So we gonna keep doing it big for the city.
No doubt, no doubt. Again, man, thank you. Appreciate it. Y'all don't forget, check them out. Check out Valley Side 818, Vaughny Ocho, you know, music coming out. More music coming soon.
Yes, sir. End of April, we're gonna be dropping the tape.
So again, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Let You Tell It podcast. And we out of here.
Let's get it.
He don't sell weed, so it's 500 a bag. And his homie scary, so I caught a deal fast. Back to the valley, and you know they going fast. When the chips down, I smoke and I laugh. Woke up broke, went to sleep with a bag. Praying on my downfall.